Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed the course so far, and I hope that all the information provided by me and my colleagues is interesting and useful for you. Today I will cover the symmetric encryption methods. As you know, each cryptographic system consists of two or more basic cryptographic algorithms and is characterized by the selected modes for their conversion. The corresponding base cryptographic algorithm and the implemented algorithm regimes are classified by different features. As a top-level classification feature, most often used is symmetry of the algorithms. Based on this, the basic cryptographic algorithms are divided into symmetric, using a secret key, and asymmetric, using open or also called public key. Each of these methods uses its own procedures, as well as keys distribution methods, types of encryption and decryption of information, and much more. So now let's talk the symmetric cryptographic algorithms. Symmetric cryptographic algorithms are also called algorithms with a secret key. The encryption and decryption process is done by using the same key. In modern information protection systems, symmetric crypto systems are virtually not used on their own, but always in combination with asymmetric. With symmetric algorithms, each symbol of the open text is encrypted and decrypted, regardless of the rest, or the conversion is not a function of the same cryptographic transformation. Therefore, it is necessary creating a secret key as a sequence of symbols that implement the algorithm. For this purpose, letters, numbers, and other symbols allowed are used where the open text is converted to the cryptographic key. In this methodology for encrypting and decrypting information, the sender and the recipient have the same encryption key, for the use of which they agreed before the beginning of the interaction between them. If the key is not compromised at the decryption of the encrypted information, is automatically performed identification of the sender, since besides the recipient, the sender has the corresponding key. Because the sender and the recipient are the only ones physical persons who have access to the secret key, if the system is compromised, they are the only ones who suffer the consequences from this. The problem that is relevant to other crypto systems is the issue related to the safe distribution of the symmetrical or secret key. Algorithms for symmetric encryption use keys with a small length and allow fast encryption of relatively large volumes information arrays. The size of the cryptographic key must be greater than or equal to the amount of open text. The same range should not be used again in time and space, as this would lead to significant decrease in the stability of the algorithm. The algorithm must be resistant to attacks found in statistical analysis. The best way to achieve security is frequently changing of the key. Now let's talk about the different algorithms. The first one is the data encryption standard, or shortly DES. This algorithm was created by IBM in 1977 and has been approved as standard for the United States. Soon after, DES became a global standard. It transforms a 64-bit data block and uses a key length of 56 bits. It is used for civilian purposes. Then it is replaced with the AES standard. The next standard is 3DES, Triple Data Encryption. The algorithm represents the development of DES using 3 times sequential block encryption. It is using DES and a 168-bit key, so it has a high degree of reliability. The next algorithm is called International Encryption Algorithm. The algorithm is based on Feistel structures and consists of 8 identical cycles followed by an initial transformation. It encrypts 64-bit block of output data in a 64-bit block encrypted data using a 128-bit key. 6 16-bit subkeys are used in each iteration. The International Encryption Algorithm is 3 times faster than 3DES and is safer. Its commercial use is related by paying a license fee. The next one is Advanced Encryption Standard. This is a block algorithm that works with 128, 192 and 256 keys bits. This is the successor of DES. And this is the new standard for a symmetric encryption algorithm. The next one is fast and Cipherman algorithm. It was established in Japan in 1989, patented in many countries, realizes 64 bits, 2 branches, left and right, with different number of cycles. It is characterized by the simplicity of the function compared to the other algorithms, unstable, too linear, and differential analysis. The next one is secure and fast encryption routine, or cipher. It is charted by dividing the network of the four-branch player and the encryption operation are different than the one for decrypting. It is resistant to known attacks as well as to lineage differential analysis. The other algorithm is Carlisle-Adams statute tower. It is characterized by the classic network of Feistel. It has two branches. It is sustainable. It uses 128 bits. Okay, now let's see step-by-step flow cipher with feedback. There are two sequences of saved digits. If the stream cipher is endless and meaningless, on the principle of unreasonable return, theoretically and practically, the cipher is unreadable. After the Second World War, the US government has allowed Claude Shannon to publish a theory about information in secret systems and mathematical theory of information. Those are the first publications on the problems of cryptography. The block encryption is done by apparatus and block means. High encryption and decryption speeds can be achieved. Block ciphering is a string translation with fixed length in a fixed length output block with the help of a secret cryptographic key. Fixed block most often is 64-bit or 128 bits in size. In block encryption, encrypted key is fixed and is called a block cipher. The size is determined by the considerations of force of the cryptographic algorithm and must be large enough to thwart simple attacks on messages, such as full attack type. Now, let's talk about the Feistel classical network. All known block schemes are based on this one. This method provides such processing of the input text, where the intermediate results of one-path encryption is superimposed on the other results of the same block. The difference between encryption and decryption consists in using different keys. The substitution block algorithms. The name came from substitution, so this is a mathematical operation performed through unambiguous and reversible mapping of characters in open text with other characters in encrypted text. Or in other words, a block of characters in the open text is compared to another block of characters in the encrypted text. The substitutional block algorithm is also called Caesar cipher or a substitute cipher. The transition block algorithms, or ciphers, are mathematical operations that consist of unambiguous and reversible block conversation by a finite number of characters by rearrangement according to a certain scheme with a certain key. The symbols of the open text is retained but its places are exchanged. Transpositional block algorithms are also called shift codes or shift algorithms. Okay, now let's talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of symmetric encryption. The main advantage is the high encryption and decryption rates. If you remember earlier, I told you that we can achieve a high speed of encryption and decryption, allowing it to work with large data sets. Essential advantage is also the comparatively easily realization. So the main drawback is the fact that the secret key is only one, and each of the parties working with it may be compromised. This requires frequent change of the keys used. In addition, in a network with a large number of participants, is necessary proper and timely maintenance, distribution and securing the secrecy of a large number of keys. Alright, so far we covered all the general information about symmetric encryption methods. I showed you the different algorithms and I presented you the advantages and the disadvantages of the symmetric encryption. I hope this video was interesting for you, so don't miss our next video where I will talk about the asymmetric encryption method. Thanks for watching and goodbye.